We're back here at Nellis Hall where we got a good one. Only a 5-point difference between both teams. And Brad, I don't think we have talked about how valuable home games are in these conference games.
Yeah, they're very valuable, you know. You got the energy kind of behind you, the crowd's with you, and it just makes for a better game for you. So if it's about an even match like this game is, you know, the crowd could really help us.
If you want to win the KJCCC, you got to hold home court. You got to win those home games. And the Broncos are giving Coffeyville a test. Inside, can't get it to go. It's Ben Howe. And you'll get fouled on the floor. Just a tough player.
Went out the first half with an injury, and then back in it going strong down in the paint like right there against Roland.
A tough kid and showing why he's one of the best players in the league. We got a stoppage.
Tedrick had his first foul right there.
And we're trying to fix the clock here.
A key to this next half is going to be that energy. You know, the score is pretty close here, and if Coffeyville can bring the energy, then they probably will keep the lead. But if Garden City gets a swing back right here, then it could be a even game the whole time. So
this game has been a game of runs. Coffeyville went on a 17-3 run in the first half, and Garden City had its own run, a 14-2 run. There's only been one lead change, though.
Fast break coming here.
And a great move by Jordan Taylor. The nifty behind the back and dump off. You don't see that often. Straight to the hoop is
Aaron Ray right there. Finishing up high. He's a shooter, and also it looks like from that he can take it to the rim and finish strong.
Aaron Ray's got 12 points. Long three. Bang.
Had a hand in his face, still knocked it down. Looks like Jordan Taylor's coming back
quick,
this
pressure.
Half, energetic. Yeah, had that full court press right there.
You almost feel that Jordan Taylor has a more high percentage three from long distance than closer up to the rim.
That's true.
Sure can hit the long ball. 9 on the shot clock. Well, dang, a good
fade
jump.
Away three there. That was by Narradin right there.
Narradin's got 5. Too long on the three.
Washington was trying to take advantage of the Garden City player on the floor, leaving him wide open. Didn't knock it down, though. Lina picks up another foul there.
So Garden City will slow it up, as they should. They don't use a lot of people off their bench. They mainly stay with the core. Good fake. Leaves it short as Aaron Ray. Tedrick picks it up.
Aaron Ray came off that double screen, had a pretty open look, just didn't knock it down there. Coffeyville moving the ball pretty well, gets it down the post there. See if Kalina can finish strong, and he does. Finishing strong down low.
Kalina's got 5.
And Ray
quick to the hoop.
Right back down, just like earlier. He can finish up there at the rim.
Coffeyville can't get too complacent after they score, because they know you got to know that Garden City is going to be inbounding these quick and getting it to the hoop, like Aaron Ray did right there.
Yeah, Garden City does a good job of getting the ball down the court as quick as they can, trying to look for those transition buckets and
catch Coffeyville sleeping as they were right there. But that is a big foul for Garden City. Aaron Ray will have to take a seat after picks up his 3rd foul. Aaron Ray's got 12 points. They'll be missing his scoring opportunities in this second half. Down by 5. Tedrick. And a foul during the baseline.
Washington trying to finish out the play, didn't hear the whistle, and threw the ball into Roland's face right there.
Yeah, Cedric almost caught one in the face.
Nursing his wound that he got there in the mouth.
3 fouls on Fleming. We were talking about early on how Fleming can fly, even though he's 5'9". Great point guard for Garden City. Has to go out with 3 fouls. Dukes gets it stripped. Can't finish on the jumper. And they'll be staying here.
Foul on
Jordan Taylor.
Nope, that was on Kalina. Yep,
Excuse me.
That's right.
Those loose ball fouls will definitely kill you. Good move. Finish.
Ben Howe's taking it strong there.
He's got 5.
Roland
to the
trying
hoop.
to go.
He wants some of the action
Foul on the floor there.
as he only has 2 points. And he averages around 12. So he's definitely going to be looking for the rim second half.
Victor Dukes picked up his 3rd foul there, so he's going to get taken out, and a knee's coming in for him.
Such a good game plan by Herkelman. Attack these big men and some of their good players that are in foul trouble, and they're really coming out and executing it. A lot of players have to exit the game with 3 fouls. Fleming, Howes, Ray.
You know, and Fleming was a very big factor in the first half. So
Washington expected Cedric to go to the hoop and just threw it.
Jordan Taylor picking up a foul there.
Sometimes Travis Washington gets in trouble because he expects his players to be at a spot at a time, and sometimes they're not in the same chemistry, and it allows for him to turn over the ball like that. But sometimes he'll have the right chemistry with his players and make these unbelievable passes and set his teammates up.
It's very true. He draws attention to himself pretty well with how well he shoots usually. Jordan Taylor picked up his 2nd foul there and looks to be coming out of the game. No, it is Kalina coming out of the game.
Jamar Gilbert looking for his first points of the day. That one rims out. And they were 10 of 17 at the line. 62%. So Coffeyville looking for an answer.
Looking for the man down low. Gets it to him. Kicking it out there to Wolf.
Gets it stripped. Falls into the hands of Roland. Now to Pullion.
Going up strong.
And it goes
there.
in.
Very strong player, Pullion is.
A foul on there. And it seems like Coffeyville, when they get the ball in the middle, they almost make too many moves. And they just got to go up with it and score the basketball. Almost felt like Pullion was taking too many steps in the middle, but he's still able to finish.
Washington picking up his 2nd, so he's going to take a seat on the bench there.
Both teams are really struggling with foul trouble. Mainly Garden City, they've had 3 or 4 players go out with 3 fouls. Meriden James hit a 3 early on in the second half. Gets it into Ben Howes, and that's just a wild ball. And
looked like he lost the ball there a little bit as he's going up. Flew out of his hands. Saying that it's out on Coffeyville.
Garden City's got to recognize that they only have 5 seconds on the shot clock. Got to get up a shot quick.
See if Coffeyville can keep him from getting that shot.
And a quick 3. Long. And a loose ball goes to Ben Howes.
Good help defense there by Jordan Taylor. And then forcing the turnover.
Good hustle. Good pass to Malik Keith.
Beautiful movement right there by Coffeyville. That all started with Jordan Taylor. He had some beautiful help defense, and then
that was just great teamwork from Coffeyville and able to get a score. That's beautiful if you're Coach Herkelman. And an air ball on the other end.
Roland comes up with it.
Coffeyville really playing some good team defense down the stretch.
Doing a little bit of a motion offense there.
Long three. He hit another one.
Off the screen, that's a good shot. Deep one again by Jordan Taylor.
Jordan Taylor's got 8.
Jordan Taylor there with a little enthusiasm. Ends up knocking out another ball right there. Jordan Taylor's playing with some intense movement right now. And that is good for the Coffeyville Red Ravens. There's a timeout been called.
So quick 7-0 run for this Coffeyville Red Raven team. That's what they like to do. Getting on a little run. As in the first half, they went on a 17-3 run that really helped them to gain the lead. And now extending the lead. And Brad, what do they got to keep doing to really keep this lead?
Coffeyville, man, they just got to keep the intensity right there at the end. Jordan Taylor, you know, he's not one to usually show much enthusiasm, I feel like, when things aren't going his way. But he ended up knocked a couple balls loose there, had good help defense. They got to stay strong on defense. That's a big one on the transition defense, especially. Garden City is good about getting the ball out of bounds and taking off down the court. And Coffeyville just needs to be quick to get back. And limiting the fouls, that's another big key thing, and making all their free throws.
Yeah, we haven't seen Jordan Newberry or Devontae Robinson play, which is those freshmen that barely get any playing time, but they got some tonight, and they came up big to fire up the team. And it seems like the Coffeyville Red Ravens doesn't need any more firing up.
Yeah, they do look like they have quite a bit of enthusiasm coming out of this time. I think Jordan Taylor's going to come out strong like he was there at the end before the timeout, and Malik Keith always bringing the energy, always wiry, as I like to call him. He just kind of goes crazy, it seems like. His head bobs around a lot. It's kind of fun to watch. But
so Aaron Ray, he has 3 fouls, but Coach Trinkle helped the sophomore play smart through the way. Aaron Ray drives the baseline. He's able to finish through traffic.
There's 3 of them this half that he's finished strong at the rim.
He's got 14, leading the Broncos down by 7. Pullion looking too long, kind of forced that one. Still able to retain Coffeyville.
Yeah, it looked like it went off of Meriden, went out of bounds there.
Trying to get into Cedric.
Forcing it in there, but Cedric comes up with it.
Took way too many steps.
It was just like you're saying earlier, they tried to do a little too much down there, and that's what he should have just caught that one and went up. He's moving his feet a little too much.
Cedric will have to take a seat on the bench.
It's just not really been his night tonight, I don't feel like. He's usually a
He's
really
had his
strong player.
nights.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And Newbie is back in. See if he can knock a couple more threes down or play some tough defense.
Ben Howes out. That is good from Meriden James. Cubbage left alone.
Right,
he's flying through the air, not able to get it was Taylor. Aaron Ray on the break. Good move. They'll call foul. And no, they'll give him a travel. Tough break.
Aaron Ray. Like he took at least 3 steps there. I don't think you can do that in this league.
I believe it's 2.
Jordan Taylor looking to do something with the ball there. Forcing up a shot, and it's short, but he goes and gets a rebound. And there's that intensity that I was talking about.
Not giving up on the ball is the Red Ravens. And then bodies colliding. Wow.
Looks like Garden City stepped out of bounds when they had the ball there. That's why it's turned back over to Coffeyville.
Garden City by no means have played the best basketball on the road, but down by 4. And you'll take that at Nellis Hall any day of the week. Malik Keith, good move. Finds Pullion. He'll draw the foul.
Narradin with the foul there. It's a good drive and dish there by Malik Keith. Got his man off the first move and was able to dish it off, even through the arms that he was getting slapped onto him.
He put it where no one else could get it and allowed Pullion to get to the line. First one goes. Coffeyville 9 of 14 at the line.
Pullion is a very strong post down there. He likes to put his shoulder down and do work down there.
Harkelman gives him the minutes to obviously do that and bring down couple boards. Usually he's really good at that, a sophomore. Inside to Ben Howells. He makes a move. Draws a foul off the back rim. Lots of contact on both sides of the players, but he'll get bailed out.
Ben Howells at the line here. Short with the first one.
10 of 18 collectively as a team. 11 of 19. That'll always help a team on the road, making the free throws count.
Keeping this game within 5 here.
Still left 8 points on the floor.
Yeah, Garden City is by no means out of the game here. We've got a couple of great scores.
And Aaron Ray picks up his 4th foul. So he'll have to hit the bench.
That's gonna hurt Garden City there. Aaron Ray's been red hot tonight.
That was a big loss. The Bronco Busters, as he's got 14 for them.
You probably won't see him.
He throws it up. Cubbage comes down with it though.
Cubbage, a pretty strong player too. Not afraid to get his hands dirty.
Can jump vertically with just about anybody on the floor. Maybe not Ted Reek, but just about everybody. A lot of off-ball fouls. And they'll go to the line for 2. At the line, Jordan Newberry's got 6 on 2 of 2 from the 3-point line. He'll knock down that free throw. He's come in and done a very good job for a guy that's played minimal minutes thus far this season. Off on the second.
Yeah, Jordan Newby has had a couple turnovers, but other than that, he's knocked down some threes and done a good job of staying where he needs to be on defense. So
Jeffkins will get an easy layup on the other end. Pump fake. Pullion, it was there to clean it up. Bring it within 7 or 6.
Ooh, and a travel, it looks like, right there.
And you cannot make those mistakes on the road. Those will catch up to you.
There's James McNeil there with the travel. He's the guy that came in for Aaron Ray, so there's one mistake right there for him.
Garden City really needs him to step up, provide the minutes like Aaron Ray has. A Foul on the block on Fleming. That'll be his 4th.
Waving at his coach that he doesn't need anybody to come in for him. But I don't think his coach is going to listen to him.
There's still 11-18 left.
Being a key player, you don't want to lose it with that 5th foul and get taken out of the game. So we'll probably see Ray and Fleming come back in later in this half.
He's going to try and plead his case. Malik Keith doesn't hit on that one. Inside.
Coffeyville fighting for the ball there. Pulliam coming down with it. We have Washington and Malik in, so hopefully they will either be able to score or get some open looks for the rest of their team. That's what they do. They are some definitely true point guards.
Oakland likes the 2-guard system when it works.
Very true.
3 on the shot clock. He has to hoist it up.
Comes close, even though he had to make a quick shot. And Narradin with the deep 3, but it doesn't go. It's wide open.
That's way deep.
It's not a bad look. He just didn't connect with it.
Down by 2 possessions is the Bronco Busters. Need a couple stops and a couple shots to go down. Hasn't happened for a couple minutes so far. 10 on the shot clock. Coffeyville's got to go to work. Lee Keith on the drive. Good pass, but it is intercepted. And a foul on the open break.
Jordan Newby with the foul there.
Jamon Kelly will go to the line after the break.
Coffeyville's going to try to take the shot clock all the way down about every time. You know, with this lead, it's risky, but they really don't, they don't need to score as long as they're getting stops. So,
yeah, it feels like they've gotten to their offense really late in the shot clock, which could be detrimental and can be helpful for this Red Raven team because they're so creative. But sometimes they hoist up some ugly shots.
Yeah, getting down on the shot clock means you have to rush it back at the end. So, kind of makes me nervous if that's their game plan to wind down the clock because 9 minutes, or almost 10 minutes left in this game. They got, that's risky. They're not up by much. So, if I was Herkelman, I would make sure and get shots up as soon as they could. Still try to keep getting that lead bigger.
And this Garden City team has hung around long enough. I just want to tell if they're going to go on a run right here and make this a close one at the end. I feel like they got enough left. It's just if they're going to keep fouling and get in foul trouble. This Garden City team has looked pretty good. They can definitely make a race and a run into this conference. Just like their records, both 10-3. It's been a close game, so looks like they are 2 evenly matched teams. Coffeyville might have a little bit of a height advantage, but not by much. Garden City has a couple 6'7" guys that are playing pretty strong against our 7-footer and our couple of 6'7" guys. Garden City's such a scrappy team that they can play with these taller teams. So (13 of 20 from the line). .945, 6-3 to 59. Coffeyville got a 4-point advantage. Playing around the outside. Jumper not going. To the hoop. Gives it away.
Jordan Taylor gives it right back in a beautiful dish right there.
Kalina with the rejection.
Kalina just standing there with his hands up and is getting the foul called on him.
That's a good call. He put his hands down. He didn't keep him straight up. He put him at his angle. And
That is true.
college basketball today, it's just
If he would have been straight up, it wouldn't have mattered. But he did bend his arms over the other player. So.
Victor Dukes with 11 points. Got most of his points early on in this game.
He hit a couple threes right off the bat. Thought he was going to be a huge factor in the game with scoring, but kind of slowed down after the beginning.
Second free throw was a violation, so it did not count either way.
Risky pass there.
Gets bailed out with a foul call. Tough pass.
Victor Dukes wanted to push there. Looked like he was going for the ball, but Washington had already got there, and so Victor Dukes just pushed him. That's all it ended up being.
With a lot of fouls being called, it just seems like what team is going to bail each other out the most.
I think the foul trouble that Garden City's in is gonna definitely cost them. I mean, Coffeyville, they're not really in foul. They have about the same amount of fouls, but they're not in foul trouble just for the fact of
they're spread out,
and they're deep in the bench. So it's worked out for them pretty well that they have these guys that can come off the bench and score some points. Garden City, on the other hand, doesn't have very many that can come off and do the same thing that Coffeyville's been doing.
Travis Washington gets him to go. He's got 11 points. Inside.
Ooh, beautiful.
Slithers through the defense. Can't get it to go.
It was almost like a little snake. He was just sliding through like that. Just couldn't finish.
Ted Rigg can't get the floater to go. Leaves it short.
Oh.
Ben Howells on the break.
With the dunk.
Slams it emphatically.
He's had a few dunks tonight, that's for sure. Coffeyville's gave him a couple open ones, and that one was a little bit contested. Been able to put him down pretty easy, though, so definitely can jump.
Travis Washington also gets bailed out. He kind of was stuck on the baseline, double teamed. And that's James McNeil. He came in for Fleming. He's got 2 fouls.
Washington good at the line just like he usually is. Bringing Malik Keith back in the game. So we're going to have Washington and Malik in the game again, and we'll see if that'll help them move the ball around a little more and get some more open looks.
Second one does not go, a little bit long. Coffeyville up by 5. 8 minutes to go. Quick jumper, long. Washington picks it up. Gets it into the hands of Kalina, and he'll be fouled. Coffeyville has spent some time at the line these last possessions and really have made good of it.
Garden City seeming to get into quite a bit of foul trouble here now. Coffeyville's been at the line almost every time they've gone down.
Trey Kalina, transfer from Chattanooga, 7-footer. Sophomore gets that 2 to go. 7-footer, but really good at free throws, I'd say.
Definitely has been tonight, that's for sure.
I don't think he's missed. Outside, 3 goes for Gilbert, and that's what Garden City needed to put him back within 4. Coffeyville cannot shake him. To Ted Reek, 20 on the shot clock. Cedric gets it knocked away. Body's on the floor. 14 on the shot clock. We'll look at Coffeyville's upcoming games. Butler at home this Saturday. And then they'll go on the road at Barton, which is going to be a tough test. They are #1 in the league. Or, excuse me, #3 in the league. But they were holding their own.
Victor Dukes flying down the court and getting the and-1 call here. Looks like he's going to count the basket and get a chance for the 3-point play here. Coffeyville didn't really like that. They thought a foul was on the floor.
And that's the 3rd on Travis Washington. Kalina will have a seat. He's provided valuable minutes for Herkelman.
He definitely has. He's like we were saying earlier, man. That presence down there. It's kind of hard to shoot over a 7-footer. You know, they just you get in there and you kind of get a little nervous.
Off to Ted Reek. Malik Keith.
Second shot of the night and didn't knock it down. Looked good though.
Bronco Busters down by 1 possession. Got to make every possession count. Jumper too long.
Turnaround jumper. He probably shouldn't have shot that. It looked like it didn't really develop any play right there. Just kind of turned around and shot it. Polian wide open down there. Gets the foul.
Ooh, can't get it to finish. That would have been big. But he'll get 2 shots.
Ben Howes just reaching in and grabbing him because he knew that he was beat. And Polian still got the shot up, almost made it. Missing his first free throw. Jordan Taylor coming in here for Tedrick Wolf. See if Jordan Taylor brings that energy he had earlier in the first half.
He's been hitting on some long balls this afternoon.
Yeah, off the screen, in rhythm, all over the place. Seen some good hustle from him.
Leon can't get on the point sheet. Inside, short, a knee, no good. Still recovers his own rebound. The pressure is coming full force for Coffeyville. And a steal.
Washington in the right spot right there. Trying to force something in there. Good idea to back it out.
Sometimes you just have to be at the right spot at the right time on defense. What makes good defensive players good.
I think for Coffeyville to gain a bigger lead here, they're going to have to figure out how to slow it down and run some plays and get some open looks.
Turnover, Travis Washington.
Aaron Ray and Josh Fleming coming in back into the game. And Victor Dukes, 3 very good players coming back in for Garden City.
Still a bit early for Coach Strinkle, but I think their sophomores kind of talked them into it. 5:30, probably just tired of sitting on the bench and want to help the team.
This is a good moment for them to come in and maybe get some points on the board.
I think they realize the opportunity. Down by 2 at Nellis Hall. On the road, this is a conference game, so a big game. Fleming, short.
Victor Dukes and rolling on the ground there for a minute. See if Malik Keith and Washington can get something set up. Oh, they're going to take a timeout for Coffeyville Red Ravens.
Quick timeout. Coffeyville only up by 2 with the possession. 20 on the shot clock. That is a full timeout.
And keys to this game is just like we said at the very beginning. Is going to be who's going to get in foul trouble, who's going to knock down the free throws, and who's going to keep their composure. And Coffeyville's done probably a better job so far, but Garden City right behind them is down 2.
They've been hanging around, and that's what you just got to do on the road. You got to hang around, you got to play hard, and you got to make it interesting at the end.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, you coming into another person's house, it's kind of hard to have the energy usually. But Garden City stayed right with them, and maybe they're going to come out with some crazy energy out of this timeout and get ahead, get the lead back, because they had it at the very beginning, but they've lost it for most of the game. Coffeyville stayed ahead by at least 5. You know, on the about the regulars, what they've been about is about 5.
You can understand how a team could come into Nellis Hall and not be focused. You're coming off a 3-week winter break, and then you have to go on like a 3-4 hour bus ride, and you have to come play this Coffeyville Red Raven team. It's easy to come out here and lay an egg, but this Garden City team, you got to give them the props.
Yeah, definitely. They've done a well job of staying in it, and hopefully we'll see if Coffeyville can put it away and see if Garden City can find a way to get ahead.
It's always how you can find a way to get a win. It's not about how you get the win. Washington. Taylor.
Jordan Taylor coming in doing the dirty work, cleaning up after some people. He's been energetic tonight, and that is unusual, I feel
Turnover. Like. Coffeyville Red Raven ball. A little bit out of control was Victor Dukes. Wanted a call.
Malik Keith being the point guard here. They usually do that. Malik will usually take the 1 spot, and TJ Washington will take the
good move. Better finish. Cedric Rowland does what he does. Been a little quiet today.
Yeah, coming alive right now. I think he just realized that Garden City was right behind him.
He's only got 4 points.
Yeah, he's usually averaging, what is it, like 10? Something like that.
He averages 12.
12, yeah. He usually does a really good job about putting some points on the board, but struggling a little bit tonight. But hopefully he'll come alive right here because they need him.
5-0 run for the Red Ravens. They love these runs down the stretch. Any team does.
Very true. It's about winning every possession, and Coffeyville has done a little bit better job than.
And a great hand on the ball. Too bad he couldn't switch the possession. Quick 3. Not a good shot from Gilbert, and great defense from Coffeyville.
Taylor trying to do something with it here. Going up. A little wild on the pass. Kind of premature on the drive-in right there, and didn't really work out for him. A little wild, little hesitant on everything, and usually when you do that, it doesn't work out. So
that was a key possession. You wanted to extend that 5-0 run. Fleming up top. He's got 4 fouls. You got to be careful. So does Ray. He takes a long 3.
It is long.
And do you think all these foul troubles are allowing for these Garden Cities to take these long 3s?
Yeah, the foul trouble, you're going to be hesitant on the closeout because you don't want them to try to get by. So Coffeyville's doing a pretty good job about closing out and putting a hand in the face without fouling. So, Garden City, they're a little nervous. Garden City's a little nervous. Josh Fleming right there with the 2, but Garden City's a little nervous on the drive-ins because they're not trying to have any charges.
Yeah.
And because usually Fleming's going to take it in, and so is Aaron Ray. He's been doing a pretty good job about getting to the rim. But I'm sure they're nervous about, getting a charging foul called on them. So
this sophomore-led team of Garden City, they want to stay in the game at the end. They have some players that know how to win games in this league.
Coffeyville with the 5-point lead here with 3 minutes left to go.
Coffeyville's really got to do something with this possession. The last 2 possessions, you really haven't made the most of it.
A little lazy on the drive-ins and the passes, and been turning the ball over. So hopefully they'll come out here and they'll find a play that Jay Herfman's drawing up right now, and they'll bring it out and do a well job on it here.
Got to execute.
Definitely. That's one thing Herkelman really stresses is executing the plays that he's put forth on them. And Coffeyville has done a decent job at it tonight. But they've made some shots that are pretty wild, but it's usually what Coffeyville does too.
Inside, that was the game plan probably. And you'll draw a foul. You got to think the game plan down the stretch. Just give it to Cedric Rowland, and he's either going to the free throw line or he's going to make a bucket.
He's going to have to knock him down, though, if it's going to help him at all. This is giving them more time on Garden City to get rest. And
got to stretch free throws at the end.
Yeah, definitely. It'll help them extend their lead, and that's what they need. But Cedric with the second shot here.
That doesn't fall. Jordan Taylor.
The energy still.
He's found some open balls and put them in.
He's definitely been the trash man tonight. He's been picking up some rebounds and putting them in. He's also knocking down some deep threes.
Fleming answers.
Yeah. Fleming's had a pretty good night tonight, too. He's had a couple.
When he's on the floor.
Yeah. Well, he's out. Yeah, he's out with the foul trouble for a while there. He's done pretty good, though, now that he's back.
Still a 4-point game, 2:35 left. Quick three. That is good.
Knocks it down.
That is big time.
He is coming in clutch into this game here.
That is a big time three.
He's done a
from
pretty
the
good
sophomore.
He's done a pretty good job about staying out of foul trouble too.
And a steal. Lake Keith on the break. Another quick three. Poulion cleans it up. And he scores.
Right there, Coffeyville just played harder for sure. It had number 33, Ben Howes, who made it a 4-on-5 because he didn't get down the court. They lost the ball and he got upset and just kind of jogged down the court and allowed Coffeyville to have an open shot to get the rebound, and just kind of a lazy play there by Ben Howes. No energy out of him. They kind of lost it.
You almost thought, since there's only 2 minutes 15 seconds left, something like that, when they had the ball, you almost thought they would just slow it up and use some time, but
yeah.
And it was almost a quick three from Jordan Taylor, but luckily they picked it up and scored.
And on that last possession too, he kind of Cubage shot that three, but it was long. He got lucky that Poulion picked it up because it was kind of an early three, just like you're saying. You probably should have waited a little longer to put that one up. But it worked out for him, so.
Coffeyville were to come away with this victory. They just came out with more loose ball victories, and that helped them at the end. But those threes, if they keep falling for Garden City, they'll be back in this game real quick.
Jeffkins voodoo right there for that shot. Haven't seen much of him tonight, but came in right there with a pretty important three.
And he's a 6'7", one of the tallest guys on the floor, knocking down that three. Put him within 2 possessions. And what do you got to see from Garden City to put him back in this game?
And they're going to have to play defense. They're going to have to make stops because Coffeyville's been pretty hot on the shot. They're going to have to stop Jordan Taylor, man, for getting those extra points that he's been getting off the rebounds and stuff. They got to box out. They got to make sure that they're getting the rebounds and taking it down and taking good shots. It's still not. They still aren't in that big of a rush. They got 2 possessions that they can get back into this game, and they're rushing their shots a little bit. But overall, they still got to have that hustle. They kind of seem to lost it. That three by Jordan Taylor kind of shook them a little bit, I think.
Garden City's got to force Coffeyville to really take shots early in the shot clock. You want as many opportunities to get back in this ball game as possible.
And they got to watch the fouls. I mean, every foul that they end up doing is going to allow Coffeyville to get the free throw line. And if Coffeyville's knocking down free throws, then just keep extending the lead, and they won't be in the game at all. I'd say if I was Garden City, I'd probably wait till under a minute before I even start thinking about fouling.
That is true. You don't want to foul too early.
Especially being in foul trouble like they are.
And if you do, you want to foul the right players. Double teaming just about everyone. Gets him in the corner. Gets out of it. Cedric to the basket. Contact!
And one. See if he can make this a three-point play. That'll help Coffeyville for sure keep gaining on their run. Cedric coming up with some big plays here. He's been quiet, but he definitely woke up right now.
And the time you want a player to wake up is with 1:37 left in the second.
Yeah, especially with this close of a game, waking up right now is a good time for him.
I'll put Ben Howells at 4 fouls. See if he can knock that one down. He can't.
Jordan Taylor almost coming up with another rebound right there. He has been just emphatic tonight. He's been going crazy. It's awesome to see.
Picking up those loose balls, helping Coffeyville with extra possessions. Real reason why they've got this lead.
Yeah. I mean, if I was to pick one player off of Coffeyville right now to put an MVP, it would be Jordan Taylor. He's been everywhere. He's on the board for points. He's on the board for rebounds. I'm sure he has a couple assists. He's been doing a great job tonight.
It's almost his. He only has about 11 or so points, but his hustle play has been crucial today. And he's also had some fabulous assists.
Victor Dukes knocking down the first shot there. He gets 2, so let's see what he does on this one.
And we're talking about how crucial this home turf is, and Coffeyville holding it thus far. Still a lot of time left.
And a technical foul on Aaron Ray.
No, that's on TJ. Oh.
I believe it was on Aaron Ray. He kind of shoved TJ there after fouling out. I think a little bit
I don't know who
came out of him.
Who shoved who?
From what
I don't
saw,
know who's.
This should be on Aaron Ray for the technical.
I don't know. Maybe
the ref is saying that they both pushed each other though.
And we're having some confrontation as we really. What do you think?
Aaron Ray, he ended up he fouled out right there, and with a little bit of emotion, TJ must have said something, or I don't really know, but he ended up kind of throwing an arm at TJ. So, but the refs are saying that TJ Washington also shoved back, so they're trying to figure out whether it should be a technical on both teams or what they're going to do here.
Didn't look too vulgar. Maybe just a couple words said.
Yeah, a little
and
frustration.
a little push. But this, if it's on Coffeyville, puts Garden City right back really in the thick of things.
Well, with them being in 10 fouls, then Coffeyville would get to shoot free throws too either way. But it could be, that they get to shoot 2, and then the technical could be on TJ Washington, and then they could get those 2 back with the technical and the ball. So we'll see what the refs are going to do here.
Still trying to sort it out.
I mean, when I didn't see TJ Washington really do anything.
But you really got to feel like Washington's really got to keep his cool. You're up. You're on the brink of trying to win this game, and
right.
So they're. So we call it a technical. I think.
Well, I think they're shooting the two free throws that Washington has because of the foul at the beginning. and then they're going to figure out what they do there. The two technicals might have offset, and then it might just not do anything. I think from what it looked like, what the ref was talking about, he's going to put the technical on both of them.
But either way, Aaron Ray fouls out. So that is a big loss for Garden City.
Definitely. He's been a very key factor for Garden City. Knocking down threes and finishing at the rim and playing pretty tough defense. So pretty all-around player Aaron Ray is.
Crucial free throws. He gets 2. Travis Washington.
And there, it looks like the technicals kind of just offset each other. I think both of them, since TJ shoved back, then it is going to go both ways. So they just
Fleming
do them.
Can't get it to go. Back up. And Victor Dukes go to the line.
I think Garden City is going to try to take every open three that they can get early. I don't know if that's a smart move, but it looks like that's what they're going to try to do. Victor Dukes up at the line now. Shooting 2.
Victor Dukes knocks this one down, and they get one more stop. They are really back in this game. Coffeyville can only hold it down to about 40 seconds if they were to drain the shot clock. Quick foul. And that's not the player you really want to foul that quickly.
It's very true. TJ Washington
knocked those 2 down. Knocks that one down. This is short. 1:05 left. Fleming alters a shot, gives it off.
Fleming was wanting to shoot that one, but looks like a hand got in his face, so had to pass it off.
Shooting free throws on the other end.
Coffeyville getting some more free throws, it looks like here. Garden City just kind of throwing their lead or throwing their chances away right here. As long as Coffeyville keeps knocking down the free throws.
This has really been a long afternoon. Not from the aspect of it's been a bad game, but it started at 7:30-ish, and we're gonna round it up about 9:30-ish. It's been a long
2-hour
game. Seemed like the women's game went pretty quick and smooth.
Coffeyville missing that first free throw there, Polian. He's been struggling a little bit tonight at the free throw line. Herkelman look a little bit disappointment there on that miss. Every free throw can count here.
Something Polian needs to hit the gym and work on, because he's going to be at the free throw line. The way he plays, alters shot.
Still almost gets it to go.
Hey, Keith. Got to give it up.
Right to.
And gets bailed out.
Another foul call. TJ Washington going to the rim again to get the shoot here.
And he was stuck on an island and really getting bailed out.
Coffeyville, all of them are just going to stay back just to make sure that they don't foul or do anything here with just 37 seconds left in the game.
So Coffeyville will likely come away with a victory, I suppose. You got Butler coming up here at Nellis Hall January 7th, so this Saturday. And then we'll hit Great Bend to play Barton, which will be, not saying Butler's a tough test, but Barton will be a pretty good test. But Butler is right behind Coffeyville in the standings at 4-5 and 7-5. And then you see Barton at 10-3, same record as Coffeyville in the conference and overall.
And looks like Jay took a timeout here and going to drop a little bit of game plan just to make sure that they can get the ball in when Garden City tries to press here. With 37 seconds left in the game, they're going to definitely be pressing, trying to get those fouls as quick as they can.
We saw in last possession where Washington just got stuck and
got bailed out by the foul.
Yeah, but got to make sure you maintain possession here. And it's almost like practice. You're up by, you're going to win, but you still got to practice this for other games.
Coffeyville's just going to have to keep knocking down their free throws to just keep the lead, and they should be good. They should have the win here. But, you never know. With some crazy good plays, they can knock down a couple of threes, and you never know. It could be a closer game.
It's crazy how this KJ CCC, everyone keeps beating each other up. There's only two teams ranked nationally. Because there's so many good teams in the KJCCC that everyone just keeps beating each other up. But I feel like most of these teams could be nationally ranked. As a quick three goes in for Fleming.
Yeah, I mean, both these teams are very athletic and competitive, and that's what you need in it to have a good team. So, yeah, I agree with you. They could be.
I feel like 4 or 5 of these teams could make a run and get to like the national tournament at the end of the season, because Hutch is ranked and Cloud City is ranked nationally, but Barton, Coffeyville, Garden City could all easily be nationally ranked, or actually getting votes to be nationally ranked. We really haven't seen Garden City foul any bad free throw shooters.
Yeah, they've been picking the wrong people. Keep getting Washington there at the line, and Washington's knocking them down like usual. And, it's kind of, they just haven't done a great job yet tonight at the end here. Coffeyville's doing a little bit better at finishing the job, keeping the lead, and they've done a very good job tonight. Taylor's had a great night, and Washington and Malik done pretty decent.
And like we said, since they had this winter break, they'd come out and struggle, and they really did that. They had to come from a 17-4 run, 3 run, to get back in the game. And
yeah, definitely coming. They definitely struggled at the beginning there. They seemed a little wild, and didn't look like it was going to be a great night for Coffeyville. But they turned it around and found their rhythm and have done a pretty good job. They've had some guys off the bench come up and step up in big situations, and that's been a big factor. And along with that, with the people coming off the bench, the points, there's not really anybody that's like a crazy big lead on scoring on Coffeyville. It's pretty evenly spread out.
That one falls. 7-point game, and likely will throw up a 3.
They do. Long.
And Coffee will pick it up, and they will get fouled.
Washington again going to the line. As they're just trying to keep as much time on the clock as possible, and Washington's been the one to come up with the ball about every time. So he is the one that gets to shoot the free throws.
It's almost kind of too much. You're down by 7 and 12 seconds left. Just let Coffeyville run at the clock. I know you're trying to maintain hope, but there's no way you come back from 3 possessions with 12 seconds.
Yeah. Coffeyville's just been Jay Herkelman's not very happy with their free throw shooting ability today. So
that one goes.
They will probably be in the gym for sure shooting free throws.
Again, almost a little too much. Timeout, 6.3. Almost. I mean, what kind of hope do you have at this point?
I mean, you never know. It could be crazy, and they could get two threes right off the bat. But I highly doubt that. Being 89-84. Yeah, there's really no possibility for them to get the win here. But Coffeyville doing an excellent job tonight.
Really using people that you really haven't used all season, and they came in and performed when your team really wasn't performing at the beginning, and they lit you up, kind of gave Coffeyville a boost to get a lead and maintain it throughout the game. So Jamar Gilbert will pick up a hold foul before the ball even entered.
Jordan Taylor getting to add on some more points to his total.
Yeah, he's had a big night. When the game comes down to the end and they got to start fouling, you want to pad your stat sheet.
That's right. They should just keep giving it to him.
And he does not take the most of it, but he's still likely in the game. Coffeyville winning this one. They'll go to 7-3 in conference and 11-3 in overall. So they will go up in the standings. You're watching a Coffeyville Red Raven victory on Red Raven TV.